after that close call with the whirlwind, he decides to move in a bit because he does not want to get shot. And the boys are running for, or not the boys, the Space Marines, crimson fists of fiery crimson, are running towards objectives, just holding them, camping there. They're Space Marines, and so they're hard to kill, very simply. And the Stern Guard, I believe that's what they're called, moving up on the flank. They're kind of leaving their buddies, but they're pretty tough, so that's okay. And the inevitable horror of, scatters. And my boys are safe for one round, at least. Well, there's all the Space Marines that can still shoot with their bolters and missile launchers and all the other things. Only one boy dies. Night fighting is still in effect, and so I think they have shrouded right now because of the distance. Not something like overly amazing, but also some of them are undercover, behind cover rather, and so just line of sighting. Although he is doing concentrated fire a lot. And now pot shot. Now he used, I forget what it's called, but there's one guy can make his other guy, well, one guy can sacrifice his shooting to get a ballistic skill of 5 to someone else. So he did that for the missile launcher, and he shot, and he glanced the hammerhead, so he has 2 hull points left. And a bunch of other shooting manages to kill just a few more boys in that big horde. So there's lots and lots left, and they're coming in, and at the end of the turn, the objectives do not explode. Then in turn 1, again, not too much has happened, just kind of situating yourselves. And it's kind of going to be more shooting than shooting, although there's lots of Vanguard and the Assault Terminators to come in, and so we'll see. Everything moving out of cover, and the boys moving hardly up. They're going to try to go over the slightly longer way just to be able to not get surrounded so much and maybe have a little bit of cover. Other stealth, or not stealth suits, just crisis suits, they jump out. They don't take the different dangerous terrain. And the Fire Warriors decide they've done stuck in their tanks. They want to jump out and have some fun. And so both unload, and they're going to be shooting at the Stern Guard as much as possible. I forgot to roll for reserves, but remember what I said about reserves not coming in for me? It's okay, it's only turn 2. There's still lots of time. So Pathfinder shoot, there's only 2 marker lights this time, which is too bad. I give 1 ballistic skill to both my Fire Warrior teams. When I shoot, I can only see 1 guy, and so you're only allowed to shoot, or you're allowed to kill what you can see. And so we do lots of wounds, and they manage to kill him without too much trouble. And the rest of the Fire Warriors, they're high enough that they don't get, well, they really, because I'm only AP 4 and they're armor 3, the cover saves don't really matter that much at all. And so that's why I just increased the ballistic skill. And a few more dead. Now, the Chapter Master is actually in front. And so after a bunch of, I think we might have did it wrong. We forgot to do it first, and then we tried to do it halfway. Anyways, 1 wound on the Chapter Master from all the shooting he is up front. And shooting, the broadsides are actually able to see the whirlwind somewhat, but it got a penetrating hit, but he made its cover save. And so the weird boy, nothing special again. I think I actually failed. And then I scatter off with my railgun. So that's okay, because the whirlwind didn't kill half my boys. So I cannot complain at all. And then I kill a few more Marines just from shooting with my my shooters, because they are shooter boys. And no Devastators dead. A few last ditch efforts, barely in range with the gun drones and burst cannon on the Devilfish. Might as well take an effort. And he tries to look out, sir, and then makes his normal save. And jumping back into cover, because no one wants to get left out in the open when people are shooting you, especially very expensive crisis battle suits. Nice and safe. So turn 2, remembering of reserves at the beginning of this turn so far. So half of the Vanguard are coming in, and the Terminators are coming in. The Vanguard are coming right behind the broadsides, and they only scatter a little bit. They might still be in range. They're going to have to charge through difficult terrain, but they might be able to do well. And the Terminators came right in the back as well over my 1 objective. So now I have a whole lot of close combat craziness close by. And so as Tau, I'm not even sure what to do. But we'll let the Crimson Fist end, and then I'll worry about that later. So he's continuing to jump in, secure his objectives. The 2 Marines that are left have bomb squad duty. Little do they know that it's impossible to actually defuse that bomb. And not only will it randomly go off, but it can go off multiple times. We'll have to see. Uh-oh, big whirlwind hit, direct hit on over my fire warriors. It's 2's the wound and ignores cover. And so it was, I guess it was only a 1/3 chance he would get direct hit. And then the chapter master, because he stood still, the rest of the squad moved forward. This is orbital bombardment and kills 3 fire warriors, no problem. But luckily that did scatter off, because I could have lost almost a whole nother fire warrior squad. And remember how delicate these guys actually are. Some more shooting, just concentrated fire with the Devastator squad, killing all those that were out in the open that could see, and then just putting a few back on because technically the missile launchers at the same time, but it scattered anyway, so. Going back, continue to shoot just with bolters and other missiles from the other squads that are able to see. Missiles keep on scattering off, which is great. But a few boys are dead, and this squad is just running forward, getting as close as it can to killing me. Now, Vanguard, they're in there. They're rolling charge distance, get 6 inches, and manage to get in. Broadsides, poor broadsides. They did nothing, and now they will probably die. But this is the way of the warrior. So they all pile in, and they're the same initiative actually as my gun drones, so they pile in as well. Or the shield drones, they don't have any guns. They have 1 attack, they just kind of like hit. Lots and lots of attacks, bunch of wounds, but then I realized I have a 2+ save. They're like Terminators. I didn't fail any. The gun drones attack back, cause 1 wound, and kill a Vanguard. I don't know how this is possible, but it's awesome. Then the broadsides move up, strut their stuff. They get 2 attacks each, and their strength 5, but no wounds. So now leadership, I start falling away with basically everybody. So the Fat Fire Warrior squad's falling back, but they're not below 25%, so they can't regroup without too much difficulty. And that Fire Warrior is falling back. The only way he'll regroup is a double 1. So it probably won't happen this game. On a fun note, the bomb squad actually set off the bomb, but it didn't cause any wounds. So click the link below, part 3, more awesome Tau Confizz goodness.